Welcome back. You're watching Power Breakfast on CNBC TV 18. Now, yesterday on Dalal Street, the indices rallied more than 0.75%. The Nifty hit the 10,900 mark intraday, ended just shy of that, led by gains of over 80 points. The SENSEX reclaimed the 36,000 mark. The Nifty Bank too reclaimed 27,000 mark, while mid-caps saw slightly subdued gains of about 0.2%. What is on the deck today? We have Anisha with us. Anisha, what are you watching out for?
Well, it's just the global cues that will be, occupying the mind space to kickstart the, day. That's why the NIFTY is suggesting a cut of around 13 points. But do remember that it is still outperforming the global peers, and that has been the case in recent past. In fact, yesterday the SENSEX moved up by around 300 points. Nifty was able to cross the 10,900 mark, and this momentum has actually been continuing since last week, because last Tuesday we were facing the resignation of the RBI governor as well as the state election results, and that day we saw a level of close to 10,330 on the Nifty, and since then it's pretty much been a one-way rally, and yesterday the Nifty crossed the 10,900 mark. But the FI has actually sold in the cash equity market yesterday to the tune of around 61 crores, and DI is also a net seller. They sold around 77 crores in the cash market. But as I mentioned, for today the most important cues will be global to kickstart this trade. So the Dow and S&P 500, as we have been talking about, are set for the worst month in terms of December month since the Great Depression, that is since 1931. The Dow is already down 7% for the month of December, and the S&P 500 made a fresh low yesterday for the year. In fact, all 30 stocks in Dow and all 11 stocks in S&P 500 space were trading in the red territory yesterday. In fact, the Russell 2000, which pretty much tracks the mid-cap and the small index in US, that also has entered the bear territory. So all the key indices in the US are trading in the bear territory as we speak. The CBOE VIX, which tells you the volatility and the market fear, that spiked yesterday and was up around 20 to a level of 25 with heavy volumes. Investors are watching out for the FOMC meet, where the expectation is that there'll be a rate hike. In fact, President Donald Trump also tweeted about it. As far as Asia is concerned, it's trading weaker. We need to watch out for the speech coming in from the Chinese Premier Xi Jinping on the 40th anniversary of opening up the economy. When it comes to China, the dollar index has weakened, so a bit of good news for the rupee, which already had appreciated yesterday. In terms of the domestic cues, we have the loan waiver that was announced yesterday in MP, so that would play around the minds of investors. And lastly, in terms of the key levels to watch out for Nifty, the 200-day moving average on the downside at 10,759 and 100-day MA of 10,938 on the upside is something we'll watch out for, Mangla.
All right, Anisha, individual stocks, what are you keeping an eye out on?
Well, the financial space is something that I'll keep my eye out on, given the farm loan waiver that has been announced in MP to the tune of 56,000 crore rupees. Separately, Kotak Mahindra Bank has been in news. Now, yesterday we saw that the Bombay High Court did not allow companies plea, but later there were some comments coming in from Kotak Mahindra Bank's lawyer suggesting that they hope no coercive action is taken on the bank until next hearing. And there were some positive comments from the RBI lawyer as well, saying that RBI is a responsible organization, they will act accordingly. So it might see a bit of breather in trade today. Another financial news coming in is regarding the stake that BNP has in SBI Life, and Carlyle looks to be ahead in the race to buy out that particular stake. So we'll watch out for that. Separately, Ashoka Buildcon, a news came by that 150 crore private placement has been put in by a Morgan Stanley fund for the city gas distribution arm of the company. So we'll watch out for how that plays out. Jet was under quite a bit of focus yesterday, was down about 10%. Some clarification coming in from the company that regarding the forensic audit, they are participating fully and cooperating, but let's see whether the stock takes any breather from that or not. Separately, we have news coming in on Tata Steel, some rejig at the top level given their new association with ThyssenKrupp. Infibeam is in focus because they've made a small acquisition to the tune of 25 crores, buying 5% stake in another company. And lastly, keep an eye out on Graphite India, because remember, one of the plants in Karnataka was shut. Apparently now the pollution board there has renewed the consent for operations, but only with the condition to shift it from the existing location. So all of these stocks to be kept in mind.
All right, Anisha, thanks a lot for that. In fact, you spoke about the loan waiver. Let's take a short break, come back, and we talk about Congress leader Kamal Nath, who was sworn in as the MP Chief Minister. He promised a farm loan waiver of almost 35,000 crore rupees. More on that when we return.